we have already studied how to locate a point on real number line, and also to find the position of point, find position of point on number line, real number line. In this chapter, we shall study how to locate a point on a plane. How to locate a on a plane, and how to find the position of point on. So here in this chapter we are going to learn how to locate a point on a plane and how to find a position of point on number line. So first consider a example 1. Let us consider example 1. Suppose there is a mango garden, rectangular mango garden. The plot name is ABCD. The garden name is ABCD. We have to find the position of a mango tree. Suppose they are given one information. The tree is 4 meters from the AD boundary. 4 meters AB from the AD boundary means from AD you can take here, or you can take here, or you can take here, or you can take here. So this information is not sufficient to find the position of the mango tree. That means we require one more information. So if the information is given that it is 7 meters above the AB boundary. So here what are the two informations? 4 meters from AD boundary, 7 meters from AB boundary. Suppose it is 7 meters from AB. It is 7 meters from AB. 4 meters. From AD boundary. That means this is the position of that mango tree P. So 4 meters and 7 meters. First if you take the horizontal 4 and 7 meters vertical. Here we require two informations to locate the mango tree position. How many informations? Two informations. Now consider one more example. In a city, there is a main road running in east to west direction. Generally, we will observe the street lines, main roads in the city. In that way, there is a main road. It is a main road. Running east to west. East to. So there is a main road running east to west. And the streets are with the numbering from west to east. The streets with the numbering from west to east. Suppose it is a street 1. Now it is a street 2. It is street 3. It is street 4. it is street 5, it is street 6, like that. They are number from street. There are 10 streets from west to east. Arun knows that his uncle's house is in street number 3. Arun knows that his uncle's house is in street number 3. With this information, can he reach his uncle's house? Street number means 3 means there are so many houses. With this information, he cannot reach his uncle's house. That means we require one more information. That information is given that in street number 3, house number is 5. This is the street number 3, house number 5. So this is the house number 5. With these two informations, he can reach his uncle's house. So how many informations he has taken? 2 informations. Street number 3, house number 5. So how many informations? 2 informations. Two informations. Now consider one more example. Suppose we have to find out the position of point on a sheet of paper. It is a sheet of paper. It is a sheet of paper. I want to find the position of point on the paper. The dot is 6 meters away from the left edge. The dot is 6 meters away from the, it is the left edge, 6 meters away from the left edge. With this information, can you find that dot? 6 meters means maybe it will be here, it will be here, or it will be here, or it will be here, it will be here. With this information, we cannot identify the exact location of the dot. So we require one more information. So that is given that the dot is 6 meters away from the left edge is one information. Second information is from the if one more information is given that the position of dot is 10 meters from the bottom edge. Suppose it is the bottom edge. It is the bottom edge 10 meters above that, 10 meters above the bottom edge and 6 meters from the left edge. So we can find out the dot location. 10 meters above the bottom edge and 6 meters from the left edge. So here also this is the point P. We require 2 informations. That is order important, 6 meters from the left edge, that is the information given first. Second information 10 meters from the border edge. So if you write in order 6, 10. So here also we observe that we require 2 informations to identify the position of the dot. How many informations? 2 informations. Now consider one more example. Next example. Ajay purchased a ticket for movie. Ajay purchased a ticket for movie. On the ticket, the position of seat is written by using 2 items of informations. The row number is six, seat number is 8. So row number is 6 and seat number is 8. First row number, so we used to write 6. Second seat number, that is 8. 6 comma 8. So the position of the seat could be written as 6 comma 8. Razia also purchased a ticket for the same movie. Razia also purchased a ticket for same movie. The seat number can be written as 8 comma 6. That means it is in the 8th row and seat number is 6. Row number is 8. Seat number is 6. So there is 8 comma 6 because row we are writing the rows first, that is 8, seat number 6. For Ajay seat, row number is 6, seat number is 8. For Razia seat, row number is 8, seat number 6. Are these two equal? For Razia, row number 6, seat number 8. Sorry, Ajay. For Razia, row number is 8, seat number 6. So both are different. The position of two seats are given 6 comma 8 and 8 comma 6. These two are different seats. So we cannot say 6 comma 8 not equal to 8 comma. So from the above examples, we observe that the position of object lying in a plane can be represented with the help of two perpendicular lines. So here we can explain with the figure. Suppose I will show the position of the tickets. These are the rows. Row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the row 9. This is the row 10. These are the seat numbers. These are the rows. These are the seat numbers. So for Ajay, seat number is 6 comma 8. These are rows. These are seat numbers. So Ajay row is 6th row and seat number 8. 6th row, seat number 8. So this is the Ajay. Next Razia, row number 8, seat number 6. This is the Razia. Row number 8, these are the rows. So row number 8, seat number 6. So this is Ajay place and this is Razia place. So 6 comma 8 and 8 comma 6 are not equal. So from the above example, we observe that the position of any object can be represented with the help of two perpendicular lines. This is one perpendicular line. This is the second perpendicular line. So with the help of two perpendicular lines, we can find the position of any object on a plane. This simple idea has given an idea for reaching the consequence and has given rise to very important branch of mathematics known as coordinate geometry. This idea has given idea to introduce a new branch of mathematics, that is coordinate geometry. In this chapter, we aim to, what is our chapter? Coordinate geometry. So in this chapter, we aim to introduce some basic concepts of coordinate geometry. You will study more about these in our higher classes. This study was initially developed by the French philosopher and mathematician René Descartes. He is a French philosopher and mathematician. René Descartes. Now, what is the use of coordinate geometry? What is the use of coordinate geometry? What is coordinate geometry? What is? The branch of mathematics in which geometric problems, it is a branch of mathematics in which geometric problems are solved through algebra. Through algebra. Sorry. In this chapter, we will use geometry problems solving through algebra by using coordinate system. So what is the use of coordinate geometry? It is a branch of mathematics in which geometry problems are solved through algebra by using coordinate system. Now, to locate the position of object in a plane, we require two perpendicular lines. One of them is horizontal line and the other one is the vertical line. One is the horizontal line, one is the vertical line. It is a horizontal line, it is a vertical line. The horizontal line we represent with x dash, and vertical line will represent with y dash. These two are the two real number lines. And the vertical line y dash. The point where x dash and y dash cross is called origin. This point is called origin. We'll use represent O to represent this point. What do you call this O? Origin. This horizontal line x and x dash is called x-axis. This vertical line y dash is called y-axis. The plane the system which we are using to describe the position of point or object in a plane is called Cartesian system. The system is called Cartesian system. So what is the Cartesian system? The system which we are using to describe the position of point or object on a plane is called Cartesian system. This system is called Cartesian system. The plane is divided into four parts. These four parts are called quadrants. So it is the quadrant 1. We can represent with Q1. So it is a quadrant 2. It is a quadrant 3. It is a quadrant 4. These are the number lines. Here the positive numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This side, left side, the numbers are the negative numbers. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Here vertical line above the origin are positives, below the origin are negatives. Now in the first quadrant, x values are positive, y values are positive, both are positives, positive, positive. In second quadrant, the x values are negative, y values are positive. In third quadrant, x values are negative, y values are negative. In fourth quadrant, x values are positive, y values are negative. So if you write the mathematical representation, here x values are positive, x greater than 0. Y values also positive, so y greater than 0. In second quadrant, x values are negative, so x less than 0. Y values are positives, so y greater than 0. In third quadrant, x are negative, y are also negative, so x less than 0, y less than 0. In fourth quadrant, x are positives, so x greater than 0, y negatives, so y less than 0. Now, the horizontal line is called x-axis and the vertical line is called y-axis. This intersection point is called origin. The x-axis and y-axis are called coordinate axis. X-axis and y-axis are called coordinate axis. Here positives, 1, 2, 3 positives. The distance of a point from y-axis is called its x-coordinate or abscissa. Suppose if you take a point, it is a point P. The distance from y-axis, so it is a y-axis. So the distance from y-axis to this point is how many units? 2 units. The distance from y-axis, x-axis to this point is 3 units. So the distance from y-axis to the point is called x-coordinate. Or abscissa. The distance from x-axis is called y-coordinate. Or ordinate. So already we discussed order is important. So this point you can represent with from x-axis x value first, that is 2, from y-axis that is 3. This point you can represent with 2, 3. So this point is origin will represent with 0, 0. Origin 0, 0. So what we discussed today, to represent any point in a plane, we require 2 perpendicular lines. So with the help of 2 perpendicular lines, we represent any point in the plane. The horizontal line is called x-axis, the vertical line is called y-axis. The distance from y-axis to the point is called x coordinate. The distance from x-axis to the point is called y coordinate. The point of intersection of these two axes is called origin, that is 0, 0. The x-axis and y-axis together are called coordinate axis. The system you're using to represent point is called coordinate system. So tomorrow we'll continue the more details. So next part we'll continue solving the problems and marking the points in the plane, find the position of the point in the plane.